My bad. Someone said no video. Can you guys see me? Are we good? Almost 600. Alright, yeah, that's good. It's a little late. And the reason it's a little late is because YouTube is really acting up today. I've uploaded a video like a few hours ago. It's still not there. I coded WazirX in 6 hours. It'll probably be an interesting one. Here also I've announced about the bounty. So let me just take you through a few whatever FAQs, whatever I wanted to talk about before we start. Let's maybe wait for 2-3 minutes more, chat a bit, and then go from there. Yup. How's everyone doing? I'm from Cohort 2, not working. Should be working unless you have bought like 1 200 or 0 to 1. If you bought the whole thing, Cohort 2 should be working. Else try Cohort 2-half. We'll start in 2 minutes. I was writing these points out pretty ad hoc before tomorrow's orientation. Yeah, please reply to emails. Let me message Ruki if that is not happening already. Or Ruki, if you're on the call, please reply to emails on one side. I've started looking at emails, unfortunately. Arre bas karo Zoheb bhai. Alright, time to ban Zoheb. Alrighty. Few people, alright. All emails will be cleared by tonight. If not, Ruki ki salary se cut ke aapko refund aa jayega. Alright. Cool. Let's see things off, guys. We're at 10:18 over here. I wanted to talk about a few things around how I want to run this cohort. I don't want to be too theatrical about it, even though I'm coming on a live and saying this, but this will probably be the last live cohort that I run. Let's keep it very mellow. I said this once before and then a lot of backlash happened. But generally I feel, you can learn pretty well recorded as well, and live drains you a lot. So this might be the last live cohort. So yeah, kudos to you if you've bought it. Let me talk you through how I want to keep everyone happy. There's a very, common subset of groups that get created in the cohort. Advanced and easy folks. Initially, easy folks are very happy, and advanced folks are like, very unoccupied. They don't have much to do. And then by the end, when we're building projects like Zapier, I see, a lot less people. But they're like, let's go more. And, I remember during the Zapier project, the more advanced things I wanted to do, the more advanced things people wanted to do as well. So that taught me, there are two sets of groups in cohorts generally, and to make sure everyone's happy. This third point is what I'm talking about here. The classes are going to be slightly slower than cohort 1 and cohort 2. That said, you can always fast forward if you're watching it in recorded mode. But the goal is this time, I create a good set of classes that probably, are good forever. And I don't have to keep going live again and again. That includes being less chaotic during live. That includes a lot of offline videos or recorded videos that are slow paced, easy, and can be reused. Cool. But at the same time, to keep the other party happy, we are going to build a lot of projects. I've sort of been consulting for a while now, and I've, number one, always wanted to build my own project. Number two, have seen common patterns of projects that need to be built. So I felt like, what better way to try to build some projects ourselves. The only problem that happens here is I'm not able to review everyone's code. So this time we're appointing people specifically per repository. So there'll be person 1 who will be the maintainer of repository 1, person 2 maintainer of repository 2. You should go contribute, and they'll review your code. If they don't, they'll let me know. And if you want to propose a project of your own, let us know as well. Code 2 half not working. I'll fix that after the class. For example, I was doing a podcast recently with the cohort 2 student. He proposed this tip link idea. I gave him the idea, and then he proposed to build it. So he's building it now. If you want to contribute here, one thing that will happen is there'll be very detailed docs around what needs to be built, so you can find a contribution to make, and each one of these will be funded in some capacity. For example, let's say we'll throw $500 for this project, and whoever is maintaining it can decide who to compensate how. That's how we did cohort 2 as well. But at some point, contributions became too much for me to review. So if you are an advanced person, if you want to hit the ground running for day zero, which, if I'm being honest, you can. Unless you're a complete beginner and you've never coded, then I understand. But if you know a little bit of coding already, and can top level understand pseudocode, For example, this video in which I've coded WazirX is a fairly advanced video, but I feel okay, most people will be able to, understand and go through it because we have not built everything. We have not built a DEX, we have used a DEX. So, a lot of times using other projects is just calling their APIs as long as you understand things from the top level. So pick and choose which side you're on, but if you're a complete beginner, classes will be slower and hopefully, that makes up for the only backlash that 100x devs cohort gets, which is, we're not beginner friendly. So let's try that out this time. I don't know. I'm trying to build patience here. Every cohort I try to be beginner friendly, but at some point, if you have to cramp everything in 35 weeks or like 8 months, 9 months, it does get faster from time to time. So this will be something we'll be working on. If that doesn't happen, let me know in the cohort. All right. Project plus maintainers, already talked about it. Code 100x is probably where all the repositories are going to be. There are already a lot of them here. But as I said, I'm not reviewing any of these anymore. And now I'm just going to assign people who review. There's one extra thing that happened this afternoon. I was talking to the folks at Solana. The Colosseum Hackathon, the next one is happening on 2nd of September. That's a bigger hackathon. And that has like 2 bigger prizes. This one's not that big. This is exclusive Solana Bounty that we have created with Superteam. So Superteam and 100x devs are combined, pooling in the pool. The prizes here, the prizes are $500, and how it will be distributed is up in the air right now. It will most probably be 50 teams winning $100 each. But if there aren't 50 good submissions, if there are only 5 good submissions, then it will be $1,000 per team. Tomorrow's orientation, I'll talk about a few project ideas. This video that I'm about to release, it's still processing for some reason, covers a lot of this in detail. How do you build a Solana native project? So, understand things a little bit from here. I'll throw some project ideas at you. Try to build this in the next 1 month. This ends end of month. So you only have until end of month to participate here. But the expectation isn't being build something theatrical. This is a warm up for the Colosseum Hackathon. This is like a mini hackathon. Don't worry too much. I'm the one who's judging, so no high expectations. You've just joined a cohort where you want to learn Web3. I know if you already know a bunch of things, but the ones who don't as well, ad hoc try to make something, and worst case you win back the money that you paid for the cohort. Best case, you make a very big project and that becomes a foundation for your Colosseum project. Colosseum also, I keep saying Colosseum again. The main Solana Hackathon that happens, every 6 months. Also, expect/hopes at the very least, you are building a project and, want to build it for the long term versus this isn't a project you've just built for the hackathon, which is why, it might be a good idea for you to start pushing GitHub issues, because whenever they review, they'll review your GitHub history versus I wouldn't really care as long as it's a good project. All right, cool. Please come out of your comfort zone a bit. So yeah, this is just a personal thought. I've been starting to go to cult fit now. I've realized it's hard, and I feel like you guys face similar problems in the cohort. I feel like that business is very similar to this business. People are not able to retain, and the only thing you have to do there is come out of your comfort zone. For cult, I have to walk so much. You just have to come on a Zoom live and contribute. Anyways, if you want to be in computer science, want a job here, I hope at the very least you're going to learn something from every video. If not, some videos of the cohort to try to be very active. And at some point, if you're feeling slow, great, go to a project. If you're feeling things are going fast, take a breather. You have ChatGPT, try to Google. TAs are there, maintainers are there, a lot of there. The Discord is like fairly active. This is something at least that happened very well in Code to Touchwood. Everyone helped everyone a lot of times. People were helping out more than the TAs, and those people ended up becoming maintainers in this cohort to help people out. It helps generally without any expectations. Of course, at some point if there are referrals or anything, we're happy to do. One more thing I've learned very recently is a few project ideas basically that I feel we really should build is a job board. We have the best talent. I was just talking to, I can show WhatsApp chat. It's not up in here. Let me just I don't want to open WhatsApp, and if it opens here, I'm screwed. But I'm trying my best to. Let me show you a screenshot of a person I referred this guy to. What's his name? Sorry, 1 second. All right, that's good. All right, hopefully I have not shed anything, and let me close WhatsApp as well. I guess it's fine. All right, what I was saying was this person, he's a creator also, he's trying to build some platform. I don't know, I should probably ask. So there's this guy called Vishnu from Cohort 2. I've seen him from the beginning. He has a lot of contributions. I can show you every live video, at least towards the end when there weren't a lot of people in Cohort 2. Every time he was posting, this is proof of work, this is proof of work. He's contributed to a lot to our repositories. He contributed to a proper open source project as well. The founder there told him, okay, we haven't yet raised, sorry. He had a lot of expectations, like no, 30-40k expectations, like 30-40k US dollars per annum, which, I couldn't find something for him for a while. But now suddenly I found this guy. He was not, he's an Indian guy, so he wasn't able to pay that amount, but he was able to pay something pretty good, decent for Vishnu. So I referred him. And I forgot to take the screenshot of the best part, which was, he was pretty impressed with Vishnu, basically. No! Why? Okay, I don't think I've shared anything weird, but yeah. I just wanted to copy out what he said about him. I think I can say that. I just say this on screen. Basically, he said, "क्या बंदा है भाई, एकदम जैसा चाहिए था वैसा ही." Bro migrated the major parts in 3 to 4 days. Basically, he was looking to migrate his Spring Boot code base into a MERN stack code base, and he was pretty happy with him. And then he gave me this idea, BTB job portal is needed. Remotejobs.com makes like a lot of money, $40,000 a day, a month, or something like that. Let's see, what's this guy's name? I always forget. What is that guy's name? Levels. There you go. Sorry. He owns this company called remoteok.com that makes 35k a month, which is basically a job portal. So, things like these are like low-hanging fruit we should make. We have a lot of pool of people, right? Chalo, I'll give you another example over here. This isn't like, this just happens randomly and then it converts into an idea and then this happens. So my junior from IIT Roorkee also messaged me one thing today. What did he say? He said, sir, please open a hiring interface where I can hire your students that have completed courses right now. There you go. I don't open Instagram for a while. I opened today. He said this. I said, ad hoc chalta hai bhai. I can send you a few people if you can send me a job description. He said, ek dhang ka interface hi bana lo na. Oh God, this is like, wow, every time I'm doing this live, some like God comes and tells me I should do this. So literally this 2 minutes ago, I did not even read this message, I just read this message. He said, ढंग का interface बना लो, बहुत ज़्यादा help हो जाएगी, but चलो I'll send. He's sending me a job description for now. But these are low hanging fruit that we can build, can become businesses. You guys get some bounty, something good comes out in the world. So I took a very big detour here, but you get the idea. These are like projects that keep coming every day. When WazirX went down, I was super motivated to build, an India specific exchange. I still am. If you look at the intro of this video, you'll find that. So long story short, there's too many projects to build, too less people. मेरे घोड़े खुल गए भाई this project बनाने में. WazirX was so the only thing I did was I did not turn AI throughout coding, and simplest version took me around 6-7 hours. So there's still a lot to build, a lot of time to go through. All right, we have 100+ success stories from 100x devs cohort 2. We are putting all of them on 100x devs channel. Let me give you a spoiler. Finally we have become an edtech, and I'm going to go to a person's house whose dad is an auto rickshaw driver, and he got a job recently, not too much, like 50,000 rupees per month, something like that. Internship again out of the US, like out of India. His dad's an auto rickshaw driver. He lives here in Delhi. I'm going to go to his house, do all the salesy things you can imagine, and that also gives me a lot of hope. That podcast is also coming. I've already shot it, and 100+. Not every story is this dramatic, but there are 100+ such stories of people upskilling, and a lot of times people upskilling, I don't even know that's happened. I just randomly come to know through a tweet, and then now we're just formalizing this so that we can get these stories out. There are too many stories, more than I could have imagined, and a lot of these are out of my control, by which I mean I can't really refer everyone, but it's just happening very organically, which is great, and we're trying our best to bring these stories out so you can learn something from everyone. All right. Oh, I'm not sharing my fucking screen, am I? At least you guys could hear, right? Cool. Sorry about that. What I was saying was 100+ success stories. And this cohort, as I said, again, don't quote me anywhere. This might change, but I currently feel I'm good. And this might be the last live cohort that we do. I've just been trained over 2 cohorts now. So this, even if this is longer, it's fine. We're trying our best for it to have everything that can just become a course that people can buy. Then I don't have to go live. So this 6 months, even though it's expected, happy to add more topics, whatever. There are a few things pending in cohort 2 as well, extra topics that people added that I'll just record for here, throw there as well. But I'll probably go up to 9 months, and this doesn't mean okay. One small advice here, which is if you have placements or whatever coming, this will feel slow paced unless you're pretty independent. You can directly dive into projects. So make sure if your internship is coming, whatever placements, if you need a project for that, whatever, cohort 2 is a better option, because cohort 2 has everything hit the ground running, versus cohort 3 is live, as I said, slow paced, and I want to take my time in building it. All right, that's all I had. I don't know if there's a coupon code, but all the prices were shoved down. So yeah, you can just go to the website and buy. And it's like, feel free to not get pressured, take your time if you want to buy. As I said, it's 9 months slow paced, and aram se we will do extra offerings. From tomorrow onwards, you guys can join the DSA classes that Riddhi takes. So this is like halfway done. You can already go to app.100xdeps.com and see all the existing classes over here. But if you want to join live from next onwards, not a lot of people join right now. DSA classes are joined by like 80 people, so you'll get a lot of personal attention, and they're also very slow in case it feels relevant. It's in Java. A lot of these classes are already covered, especially basics of Java. So if you want to revise, you can revise from here or somewhere online. If you want live DSA classes, you will all be invited from the next week. I think they'll go on for 3-4 months more at the very least. I'm trying for React Native. This I might just do only if I'm being honest, and Go. These are the 2 extra offerings that I'm trying to add. I might do it, I might not do it. If I'm not able to do it, I'll buy a course from somewhere, get someone else to do it. React Native, because it's just the next step. We've covered everything that includes web, DevOps, and this thing. What do you call it? Web3. We've not covered AI. I'm not going to promise doing that either in this cohort. We will see. But after this, natural progression was mobile development and Go, because of, if you want to contribute to a few DevOps projects, Go is good. So that's a brief of, what might get added extra. Other than that, if there are any questions, tomorrow is the first orientation for the Web3 cohort. Day after on Saturday is the orientation for the Web Dev cohort. We won't be coding too much tomorrow. But yeah, you'll basically take you through the whole, syllabus, some extra things, some basic coding teaching also we will do. But yeah, the official orientation is tomorrow. That's all I had. If you guys have any questions, I think I've done too much of an information dump here. Happy to answer. Alrighty, let's look at any specific questions and then we'll call it. Side note, how many of you are coming to the Karan Aujla concert in Delhi? I don't spend too much, but there are a few things I like spending on. I will be there, so if you're there, say hi. I don't know how many of you are coming though, or you, I don't know, like him. All right. Bray, what about Rust? Do we need it here? We will learn it. So if you should go to the syllabus. Okay. blog.100xdeps.com covers the complete syllabus. Web3 specifically has 2 parts: the basics of Web3 and the advanced. Advanced will cover Rust again, even though Rust already is on the channel as well. Plus I'm bringing a second video hopefully soon enough. I've started to record it just so I am able to show you guys that I'm not kidding about this. This is the second part that's coming soon enough. The first part already covers all of this, so Rust is not needed. We will be covering Rust again before we reach Anchor and Solana development. But yeah, it's good. It's already there on the channel, and some videos are coming as well. I've done payment international student mail, no one's replying. Code, what's your full name or your email? Can you put your email as well, so I can just get on Rookie's ass and find it. All right. Great to know finally. I don't know what that means. Sorry. Too many messages. Is DevOps not included in Web3? No. Web3 is separate, DevOps is separate, but it's like 1,000 rupee difference between both of them. So, pick and choose. Okay. Yeah, things became a little confusing. Let me take you through the 6 courses in case you're confused. This has everything. As you can see, there are 2 sections, Web3 and Web Development. Web Development may also there is DevOps. So this has everything, 5999. This is Web Dev plus DevOps. So the left side over here is this for 4999. This is Web3, which is the right side over here for 499. If you combine these 2, you can rather than buying them for 10,000 rupees, you can buy them for 6,000. Itna math. Itna try to figure it out. If this feels a little hard to, you just figure out from the thumbnails what it is, because coding is harder than figuring out thumbnails. This is just web, this is just DevOps. So it's as simple as that. Whatever you buy, one call out I should probably make is make sure you're going to app.100xdeps.com and logging in. All videos will be posted here, and nothing will be posted here. And if you are trying to pirate this time, I'm going to catch you. It'll be a lot of fun. I've built one system finally after a long time. Here, most of app.100xdeps.com is owned by other people, but some part I write, and that part isn't open source. So this time it's me against you, sir. It'll be a lot of fun. So if you find any videos somewhere, let us know. And if that video leads to an account, we'll give you a bounty. I'll very soon create like a portal where you can just come and post a video link that should take us through the source to the source. And once we have the source, we can block their account and pay you some money from their course payment. And we will follow up in court, is what I've been told to say. Realistically, it probably won't happen. All right. What is the prerequisite? Why number got leaked? I don't think my number got leaked, but some people's, my friend's number might have gotten leaked. I'll edit it out though. Excited for the cohort. Please keep the pace a bit balanced. Yes, exactly. What do you mean by balance though? It'll be more beginner friendly, but I am there for, brainstorming on any advanced thing you want to talk about. Job portal, can we make, not can we make, we should make. It'll definitely be a project. I'm happy to just, create one right now. The question is who leads it. This becomes very disorganized very quickly. I get busy during the weekdays. So we need an owner for this. And this job board is actually the easiest one, if I'm being honest. It's also the easiest for us to monetize because companies will pay a lot. For example, I think remoteok.com makes money by people just pay them $500 to just post a listing there. कि भाई हमें बच्चों तक पहुंचा दो. So, and since you already have bachas / a lot of smart competent people, and I don't know if you've been reading too much, but India and Vietnam are replacing a lot of engineers in the US. So, might become a lucrative market, and, also pretty easy to build. Will price increase from tomorrow? A little bit it might, just to, reduce operational, this thing. It might go up for US dollar payments and, crypto payments because those are harder to track for the normal website. If it goes up, it won't go up by too much. So, you'll be fine. How many lectures will you take? Oh boy. So last cohort was around 35 weeks into 2 lectures, 70 plus around, I would say 30 offline videos from me. That's around 100 videos from me. This one might be more because we have 2 cohorts now. Web dev, DevOps, that will probably be 100 videos. Web3 probably be 60, 70 videos is my guess. We'll see. That would be my high level guess based on the old cohorts. This is my videos and then, a bunch of other videos from other people could be more or less. Service-based company is not letting me join. Sorry, I message got lost. Super chat miss. Okay. Sorry guys, don't give that super chat, but let's see. And I'm currently in week 9. Khatam karu ya Web3? Oh god. Kar lo. Pehle khatam kar lo. I mean, you don't feel any pressure to buy, and chill. If you have Cohort 2, definitely chill. First make sure buying everything won't help. Buying 10 gym memberships did not help me until I moved my ass myself. Gadhe ko well tak hi la sakte ho. Probably a bad example, but you get the idea. You will have to drink water yourself. What will be the timings of the class? 7:30 to 9:30. See you tomorrow. Bhaiya, prerequisite kya hai? There are, well, you should do HTML, CSS basics, basic JavaScript also kar lo, that keep that as a prerequisite, and please stop paying me. So does web dev and DevOps happen simultaneously? No. So web dev and DevOps will context switch a bit. Since you've built a website, you deploy it, that will come in the DevOps part. Then you go back to web dev. So they will context switch. Web3 will happen parallelly, independently, whatever, simultaneously. But web dev and DevOps will be context switching from time to time. And you paid me $10 for that, sir. You could have just gotten the course and played your luck. What is the prerequisite? Oh, I answered HTML, CSS, JavaScript. And if you want to get into Web3, then do basic React also, or get the full cohort so you can learn React there, because I won't be covering React in Web3, but you will need a lot of React in Web3. Coupon code, I think Easy, someone said, is the one that will give you the biggest discount. And other than that, there is Early Bird, which might not give as big a discount. But I'll be disabling Easy very soon. You guys have been leaking this thing. Okay, Prabhu Yadav gave me 40 rupees for free. Okay. Any actionable questions, guys? Anything specific related to the code? Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow at 7:30. You will receive a Zoom link. Make sure your email is correct. If your email is not correct, you will not receive it. Also, if you're already on app.netexpress.com, make sure you see your course over here. If you don't see your course over here, click on the refresh database button. Then you should see your course over here. When you see the course, you should see a Discord button. Click on the Discord button. It will take you through a bunch of steps. Click on authorize. You can only join once. Make sure this is the right Discord ID that you're joining from. If not, you cannot join twice. For example, if I try to join again now, it won't let me. So hopefully, otherwise there's a bug, we should fix it. But only one, as you can see, it says you have already connected your discount. You can't connect again. So you can only connect once. On Discord, make sure you're connecting from the right ID. I'm currently 3rd year BTech focusing on GSOC. Should I go for cohort 2 or 3? Pick and choose. Very hard choice over here. For GSOC, depends on your motivation. If you think you can be motivated, then go for 2. How can I apply for Solana Hackathon? Build the project. To apply, we will add verifications to make sure only people from the cohort are able to apply. Abhi ke liye build the project. Tomorrow we'll talk. We'll have a orientation session tomorrow. I can talk tomorrow more about what I mean. But done Solidity, hard hat. What should I do next? Do Foundry if you want to go into Ethereum. Otherwise, start learning Rust and please build something. If you've done this much, please build something on the hackathon. So the reason Solana came to 100x devs was because a lot of people in the Bangalore meetup this time said we came from Arkiras, we're from 100x devs. So we need to keep that up. The worst thing about Web3 hackathons is people build anything. So please don't build anything. Build good projects. You're being sort of incentivized. I'm happy to change the bounty pool a bit, and the bigger projects can win 500, and then everyone can win $70, something like that. Try to build aggressive projects, good ones that make Solana happy, and 100x devs ka naam badhao bhai. Okay, what else? This time I'm in the cohort. I'm nervous. If you don't feel nervous, trust me, I've done it 3 times. I was very nervous the first time. It's very long, so if you feel bad, ups and downs will keep on coming. Good thing is it's 9 months. Good thing is almost every, like, I think other than cohort 1, I think I took 1 day off. Cohort 2, I think, other than the meetups, again I think I did not take any day off. So it's like every weekend I'm going to be there. If you have a problem, just let me know. We'll figure it out. It's like don't feel this is a new term which I've learned about. It's anxiety or anxious. Don't feel anxious. You'll be fine. And just talk on Discord. If no one's, we'll try. We have a decent lot of TAs, but if not, then just tag me. If I don't reply, tag me aggressively. So how to make Superteam account? All right. Even I don't know. So this is a pretty sophisticated platform that these guys have built. There you go. That's where you have to apply. Click on apply. I don't know. Apply now. Complete your profile. Basically, sign up here most probably via email. Click on apply now, and complete your profile. And then I would assume you have to press a few buttons. Doesn't matter, there's a long time. Focus on building the project. You can always apply. This button is here for the next 30 days. What is not here is your GitHub skills / your project. So make sure you have code ready to go. Make sure you have this thing. If you're on the fence, the best thing I would advise is not everyone will build 50 teams. 50 teams is very high probability, much better probability than getting into a, I don't know, if I had to compare, it was a pretty bad comparison, but getting into if you can get into a tier 2 college, similar probability you can, be in the top 50 teams here. There aren't a lot of people in the Web3 cohort specifically. For some reason, people don't like Web3. I don't know. It doesn't matter. The point is, you're not competing with too many people. That's why I've, increased the number of teams over here so that you have a very good chance of at least winning back your $100. If you're basically doing it alone, you make more than the cohort. If you're doing it with someone, then, it's $50 each. So, you make slightly less than what you've paid. But so still a good way to recoup the money in the first month, and then you have the cohort for the next few months. So yeah. So I'm new to coding, but my brother is in coding field, and recently he purchased cohort 3. Yeah. So as I said, historically we've been, and even this time, I'm not saying we're not going to be aggressive. We will be aggressive. That is how the country's level gets increased. I'm taking too much credit here. I'm not increasing the country's level, but yes, good developers have been coming out right now. We are pricing the hell out of SF engineers slowly, and that is only going to increase. Slowly you will see, a lot of. Never mind. Let me not predict anything. But long story short, yes, the only way this cohort is of any meaning is if a few people are able to do really well than a lot of people doing mediocre. Has historically been the way we teach. That said, as I said, this is probably the last time I'm teaching live, so we have a lot of time, and I'm happy to go slow as well, extra classes, all that jazz, to make sure every part of the curriculum is covered in a slow fashion. That said, meet me on GitHub if you really want to, or meet the maintainers on GitHub, I guess, if you really want to contribute heavily or / increase your learning curve by a lot. That makes, so basically for your brother it makes sense to be on GitHub. For you it makes sense to be on the video dashboard. Yes sir, if I ever get married, I will invite everyone. Now I know how to do a big event after Delhi, so sure, everyone's invited. Requisite of I get married, which we will see. But yeah, I'm first year. Should I go for DSA or dev? First year, go for DSA. Once completely finish it, then go for dev. Please do a poll about Web3 timings. Oh, so the Friday. Oh, okay. Makes sense. It's a little early, you said. Thank God I did start 7:30. So the thing is, I'm happy to do a poll here, but I don't know how many people are from the cohort. I will do one in the cohort, but I can tell you, once you've committed something on YouTube, once you've committed 7:30 on YouTube, it's just breaking, some legal jargon I can get into. If I don't know, I'm fine with it. Happy to do a poll, but not too far from 7:30. If we decided 7:30 and you think it's a little early, we can do 8 probably based on a poll, but not too far from it, because a lot of people bought based on that timing, right? So the lecture timing was changed because someone said the hostel timing is 7, which is why I changed it to 7:30. Now you're telling me hostel timing is 7:30. Again, we'll do a poll, guys. Coupon code is try easy only. Apparently, it's giving you a bit discount. Everyone's spamming it. Otherwise, early bird was the one that we chose. Will React be covered at the start of the web dev? Yes, for sure. Web dev will cover React. Web dev will cover React. Web3 won't. Web3 mate is expected for you to know React. So if you're only buying Web3, make sure you know React, else buy the whole thing. Is Web3 for freshers also? Is anything for freshers? Is theoretical physics for freshers also? Sure. Does it make too much sense? I will have a bias to parents, so let me not say. But yes, if you're a normal conventional fresher, then don't. Then DSA is your first place to be, and then slowly pick up the pace if need be. Early bird should be working. And code to half I'll try to fix, even though I thought I fixed this before the class. Will we be covering code to advanced in code 3? What do you mean code to advanced in code 3? Everything that was covered in code 2 will be covered in code 3 if that's your question. If there's anything that's missing, let me know. Worst case, there will be a video from code 2 that will be copied to code 3. Best case, I will re-record it. I'm in 4th year. Is code 3 beneficial for me? So everyone's asking, very nuanced questions. It's less about which year you're in, more about, what you are willing to learn, hoping to spend your time on, and what is your goal? Is your goal to get a job? Yes, Harkirat. Then, what kind of job? Harkirat, I want to get into Google. Then what's easiest part? Is Web3 going to help you there? Not at all. DSA is going to help you there. So decide your goal first. And Web3 ka goal, as the name suggests, is to get into Web3. Harkirat, is there any money to make in Web3? For some people it is, for some people isn't. There isn't. Is there a lack of good engineers in Web3? 100%. That I can tell you for sure. Everyone's dying. I guess this is everywhere. So I was talking to this guy also. The screenshot that I showed you, he also said, very too many engineers. Very hard to find good engineers. Where is that guy? Screenshot. I don't know. Never mind. I lost the screenshot somewhere. But yeah, I was just basically talking to someone and he said, yeah, we should build this job portal really quickly. Does anyone want to lead it? Let me know tomorrow. If someone wants to lead it, also happy to throw like $500 on it. But we should get a job portal, built easy, very quickly, where, someone can come create a job post and everyone in the cohort gets notified. And maybe we have a Substack, we have like a few thousand people there as well. We can notify them as well. So like a job portal thingy. All right. You guys are going to drain me before tomorrow's class. Sorry. I'm not able to see the course on the dashboard. Click on the refresh dashboard button. This button right here. Refresh database. Sorry, that should probably fix it. If not, initially I'll happy to post the videos here as well. So initially, if you don't see it there, it's fine. You'll on this dashboard also you can find the course videos. Eventually, it will only come on app.nextsteps.com for some reasons. Can I learn? Yeah, you can learn React side by side with Web3. Web3 will be slow. You have enough time to basically learn React by the time React comes in Web3. I haven't done the web dev part. If you haven't done web dev, then go for web dev plus Web3 both. It's like ₹1,000 difference. Code is early bird, I think. That will probably shrink the difference a little bit more. Can non-cohort members contribute to the hackathon? No. So you can't win a prize in the hackathon. Feel free to build for sure. But this hackathon has been made to just filter out the funnel and filter the noise from the signal and have only the people in cohort 3. That too, I think it's fine if everyone from cohort 3 contributes, but ideally people who've gotten the Web3 cohort should be making a project here, ideally. But yeah, feel free to build a project. You might not build a prize. If easy is not working, then early bird. What about beginners for hackathon? It is fine. Most hackathons, so as I said, most Web3 hackathons are like this only. So cohort 2, we had a near hackathon twice. Both of them had pretty rudimentary projects only. Still, someone won like 50,000 rupees. Someone won 20,000 rupees. So there's not a very, especially for $100, there's not any expectation for it to be too high. I'm just saying, aim for the stars, you will reach the moon. Wali thingy, at least aim for building an extremely complex project. And then, of course, if you're a beginner, we totally get it. I will share some project ideas tomorrow, which are, very common ex-Solana Hackathon winners and general, Solana winners. So you can, go through them, I would say, and pick one from there. All right. When did we start? Okay, we'll finish in like 10 minutes at 11. What about the bounties? Do you mean the old ones or the new ones? I'll formalize this tomorrow, but like every project over here will have some bounty pool. For example, job board will have, let's say, $1,000 or $500. And then every other project some of this will go to the maintainer of the project. I guess maintainers are paid independently. So none of that will go to the maintainer. Maintainer is paid independently for reviewing your pull requests. You are, as students will, get some, whatever, maintainers will get some bounty based on what the maintainer of the repo decides, or probably that I will decide, but eventually every project has some bounty pool based on when the project is filled. Probably we can decide who gets how much. मैं 2 घंटे वेट किया, धक्का मुक्की ज़्यादा हो गई थी. हाँ. Till when 0 to 100 cohort will be? 0 to 100 has ended. There are still live DSA classes happening, but 0 to 100, which was the last cohort, ended last week. Please, can you please tell me if I can't afford right now, can I learn the savings for free? Yes, you can. Just don't pirate. That's a little weird. But yes, the syllabus, that's the whole point of, the syllabus being so open. Okay, go out there. A lot of people get jobs without, just they still credit me for some reason. I don't know why. But they're just passively learning from either the syllabus or from, the YouTube video. So YouTube is pretty active, dude. Like, the current WazirX video that I'm posting has a lot of everything you need to build a basic Web3 project, everything you need to build a good project here. In fact, the thing that we're building was actually a Colosseum winner 2 or 3 Colosseums ago. These guys raised like $6 million. We're building something very similar. So free knowledge is always available, and don't feel any pressure if you can't afford. Can I update my course from Web3 to full stack? This involves a whole process. So wait for like 15 days and then mail, and then it'll happen. But right now it's like too many emails, so probably not the best time to do it. Every course has a 3-year expiry, so you have it for 3 years. How much Cohort 2 will be in Cohort 3? Everything from Cohort 2 will be in Cohort 3. You should watch videos. I've created a Venn diagram like this. Okay, if this was Cohort 2, this is going to be Cohort 3. Cohort 3 will have everything in Cohort 2 plus some extra things, primarily in DevOps. After the recent hack in crypto, is India Web3 a good niche? India Web3 was never a good niche. Web3 was a good niche. There aren't a lot of good protocols in India. That's what we're trying to, or hoping to change from Colosseum. At least one big project comes out of India. I don't know if you guys saw, okay, long story short, recent Bangalore Hackathon had a post. Solana put out a post, let me just show you. And every comment there was, something I unfortunately have to agree with. Basically a lot of racist comments. Let's see, where is the India Hackathon? So India had a Bangalore Hacker House. Nah, this isn't it. Let's say this was it. Okay? There was a post like this, extremely racist comments, around something. But then eventually someone put a good point. Tell me one good Solana company that came out of India. There might be some, but like biggest protocols that I've seen aren't coming out of India or haven't come out of India. There have been engineers from India, but no one has founded one. So that is what we're hoping to change from, this hackathon. At least I get it, dude, this is great. Developers getting jobs is also great. People coming in hackathons is great, but might be nice, the real big protocols, at least one big protocol comes from India. I think that has happened in Sui. The biggest Dex on Sui is from India, I think. It's called the Kriya Dex. Those folks are based out of Delhi from what I've been told. I don't know. But no big hack, at least Soul company has come out of India yet. So sorry, what was the question that led me here? But long story short, yes, would be nice. So you have a month, build something compelling, and then you have Colosseum after that, right after, try to submit it there. Colosseum has very big incentives also. People from India win Colosseum, but like I've never seen a big business come out of it, is what I'm saying. So if you look at my YouTube channel, you'll find a video. Harkirat Solana Hackathon. This one, they made 10 lakhs by doing this. This has a bunch of people who won like 20 lakhs, 10 lakhs in bounties. Colosseum, they were Colosseum winners, so they won like something like that. But again, I haven't seen them become businesses in themselves, and it isn't self-sustaining. This isn't sustaining if you're just building something to win a bounty or raise some money. You need to build a protocol. Okay, what's a good protocol? Standard big projects on Solana, Magic Eden, Tensor, basically anywhere you're providing liquidity. Oh god, lads dropped by a lot, bro. I haven't come here for a while. Okay, Tensor is sort of recovered. Never mind. Point is, these are good projects. For example, Tensor, does a lot of volumes every day. They make some fees based on that. At some point, they were making millions a day, is what I was told. Bonkbot was a great one. So, try to build some of these. Jupiter is a great project. So let's see. I'm talking too much here. We will start small though. Do we get recorded videos beginning with some experience in MERN? Less experience in MERN. The classes itself will be very slow. I will be putting, initially there are a lot of recorded videos, but you'll have to give me like a week to at least put some in. The first week, generally, this week is going to be very slow, so like don't worry about anything. Can I get the course up to 3 weeks? Yeah, you can get this after 2-3 weeks. You'll just find the recorded videos there, right? Recorded videos are there, don't worry about it. What about ETH India? What about it? How many months to complete cohort 3? Oh, as I said, probably 7-8 months. 6 months is the target, but we'll see. Will Next.js be taught in Web3? Sorry, you should go to the cohort, but yes, I mean, long story short, yes, but you can just go to blog.100xs.com and click on web dev over here, and you'll find the complete syllabus. Just search for what you're looking for. You're searching for next, search for next, you'll find a full section on next. All right, let's see. Is it mandatory to take web dev and DevOps? I'm completely new to web dev, and you teach basic DevOps in web dev course. No, so if you take just web dev, you'll probably get how to deploy a video, but like nothing more, like deploy a VM, but nothing more. Then very basic DevOps might be in web dev, but like nothing too complicated, which probably is what you need. For hackathon, can we make a project in ETH? No, you unfortunately cannot. Superteam is sponsoring it. Superteam is primarily Solana, so it needs to be a Solana project. Unfortunately, you can't build it in ETH. DSA is based on Java. I'm unable to log in at abraham.com to join Discord. Are you using the right password? If you don't have a password yet, then just mail at 100xs@gmail.com. They will reset your password, and then you can log in. Money making opportunities in the cohort. This is the first one. Bounties. We had $12,000 in total bounties last cohort. We'll probably up that number a bit this time because these projects, some of these can actually be good projects because I can actually charge someone a referral bonus, for example. Let's say I won't, but like you get the idea. Okay, some of them might become self-sustaining. At least $500 a month is coming in, so it can go to the developer, something like that. So probably more than that. It'll be bounties only, bro. And this time it'll be just a little more formalized. Okay, you'll have reviewers who will review your code because I'm not the best person to review because I get a little busy. Then PRs become very long and old, and then stale, and then merge conflicts, and then yada yada yada. All right, I'm answering questions for 2 more minutes, then we'll call it. भैया वजीर वीडियो कब तक आ जाएगी? कितना टाइम वेट करना है यार? ये तो यूट्यूब ही बता पाएगा. I have uploaded it. It's been processing for a really long time. I was hoping to release it today only. Video processing is taking longer than expected. I will probably re-render and re-upload. This is just not happening. I can show you a little bit. It's a 6-hour video or 5-hour video, whatever. And give some nice content. It's a good video. Probably one of the few videos I'm proud of. Took a really long time to make, 6 hours. But yeah, as soon as this is out, try to go through this for the hackathon. It'll teach you a bunch of things on Solana that you need for the hackathon. I'll probably have to re-upload it. This has been stuck in 99% for a really long time. Harkiyat, I'm passed out of student. I'm willing to buy the course. After completing the course, will I get a job? So will I get a job is something that should never be committed, and I'm not going to. So the answer is no. If will I get a job is a very legally binding thing to say. A lot of people do get jobs, a lot of people don't get jobs. Purely depends on the person only, if I'm being honest, And you can also get, so basically here is the best answer. You can get a job without the cohort. You might not get a job even after you get the cohort. So primarily it depends on you. You might get pushed in some direction that might help you get a job. But will I get a job is a very anxiety inducing thing for me. Learning only Solana ETH will help in Web3 careers. What do you mean only Solana Web3? You mean compared to other blockchains? Yeah. Do you mean do I need full stack knowledge? It doesn't hurt. Re-upload kar do. I will have to re-render and re-upload. If I re-upload the same thing, it will probably not work. But I will try to do it tonight. It's very late now. But let me try. Let me try to do it tonight. If it happens tonight, then you will find it on the dashboard soon enough. But it's a 5-hour video. It will again reprocess. It will then again click it on. We'll see. I will try my best to upload it tonight. All right. Cool. Then I should do that. I also have to hop soon enough. I probably should actually. It's 11. Thank you guys. I'm sorry if I wasn't able to take your doubts today. Tomorrow we will be doing the orientation at 7:30 for cohort, for the Web3 cohort. So any question that wasn't answered here probably will be answered there. Tomorrow will be a chill class. Day after will also be a chill class for the Web3 web dev cohorts folks, and then we will actually start the cohort. I hope to see a few of you there. Other ones I will see on YouTube. A lot of videos planned on YouTube as well. I mean, nothing is planned, but like you get a video every 3-4 days. So yeah, I'm hoping that's good enough. Also, you should subscribe if you haven't to 100x devs. It's a new channel. Might be nice to have some subscribers in there. This has a bunch of testimonials, as I said. The next 100 videos here are probably just going to be people sharing their journey. People from the cohort sharing their journey. I have at least 100 success stories to share. And we already recorded some of them. I think we already have recorded 20. So you just find them here every 3-4 days. So just subscribe to the channel if you can. With that, I will see you guys tomorrow, some of you, and the rest I will try to re-upload the WazirX video. And it's now perfectly colliding with mesh timings. Okay, we will see. I'm happy to change it to 7. We'll do a poll and then go from there. All right, cool guys. I will see you guys on I want to say next week, but like to some of you tomorrow, some of you on YouTube later. Okay, bye. Let's end with some Ojla. By the way, none of you told me, is anyone coming to the Ojla concert? You'll find me there. I've gotten some decent seats. I might be able to meet. I've gotten meet and greet seats, so we will see. All right, cool guys. I will call it here. Thank you for joining. See you guys. Some of you tomorrow, some of you on YouTube.
Sweet.